Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with the December Kit Club. A little late, but definitely worth watching if you want to see all the goodies in the Kit Club. This month's Caboodle bonus, 2 items, a fun die set, and also a beautiful tote. Notice what the tote looks like? Die cutting is my superpower. You see that purple? You see the purple? You see the purple? So this is based off of the lilac shimmer, I think. This is a gorgeous bag. It's about 15 or 16 inches wide, about 12 inches tall. It can hold a lot of goodies, especially if Spellbinders has another workshop. Fingers crossed. I'll be going back to Arizona, I'll tell you that much. This Kit Club incorporates 2 themes. First, a cute little monster. There's about 3 of them. If you get the Caboodle bonus, there's 3 monsters. And you can add this to your Monster Friends, Monster Birthday collection. I'll link my Monster Birthday video here so you can take a look at what that is. And also, a ton of pretty. Look at the stitch die of the month, and the small die of the month, and the large die of the month. All fabulous. What a great way to kick off 2025. It starts off Valentine's, but it transitions into birthday and more with everything else and the pretty too. So let's take a look at all the 10 clubs. But before I get started, Spellbinders has their steals and deals sale going on. I'll put a link below so you can take a look at all the goodies in that sale. Also, crafters, Kit Club is open until the 27th of this month for new subscriptions. So you have time to look around. Don't take too long though, because things are limited supply when it comes to Kit Club. But there is lots of fun here. So you can do the Deluxe Caboodle with all 10 clubs, or you can just choose 1 or 2 clubs, have some fun. My favorites have always been the small die of the month and the large die of the month, but then again, now there is the stitching, and the stitching is fabulous, plus the better press is fun, glimmer is gorgeous, all the excitement, and the bag. Yes, this Deluxe Caboodle is so fun. Die cutting is my superpower. Can you imagine going to a crop and you have this to carry all your goodies in? Alrighty, crafters, let's get into this video. Let's get started. Here is the December Kit Club, all 10 clubs. With the wax seal of the month, you'll also get a bag of wax beads. This month, the color may be pearl white or something similar to that. This is a gorgeous color, fun even by itself. And for the glimmer of the month, you'll also get a glimmer hot foil roll. And it may be matte gold, which is such a fabulous basic. Here is the beautiful wax seal of the month. So super pretty. I'll go into more detail with that. Seeing that this is the December Kit Club, which is really focusing on Valentine's and love. And there are some basics in here that can be carried beyond Valentine's. You're getting 2 Deluxe Caboodle bonus. First bonus is this little cutie patootie monster. This is called You're My Favorite Monster Die. But the second bonus is this beauty right here. Die cutting is my superpower. If you love your lilac shimmer, isn't that fabulous? This is Lila. I will link my video here if you want to see more about the lilac shimmer die cut machine. This is the Platinum Scout, and then there's also a Platinum 6 in this beautiful purple color. Okay, it's not a purple bag, but it could have been. I think this is a gorgeous bag. You could even fit your trimmer in here and all sorts of fun. And of course, your dies. Love that. So this is the second Caboodle bonus. So how do you get that Caboodle bonus? To get both bonuses, you would have to subscribe to all 10 clubs, which is a great deal anyway. 60% off, $120 for all 10 clubs. If your budget is tight, then you can subscribe to individual clubs, and you have until the 27th of the month to do so. And you can cancel at any time and resubscribe too. You have until the 4th of the following month to cancel. And then you can still resubscribe if you change your mind up until the 27th of each month. So let's get into all the fun here. If you haven't seen it yet, I apologize again for my video being late. I'm having crazy issues with my computer. I didn't get a chance to make a card with this cutie patootie, but this is what he looks like. It's so fun. You can put a little tongue on it, which would be right here. I decided not to. I like him looking like this. When I saw this die, I was like, what does this remind me of? There's a movie called Monsters and Alien. This reminds me of Bob, and I'm showing you what Bob looks like here. I remembered it because there is a female character in the show. And he's like, what's your name? And he's like, is it Susan? So because it's Suzanne, you can see why I never forgot it. So that's why I remembered this cutie patootie. So I'm going to either put it on a tag or... All right, so seeing that there is this cutie, let's start off with the large die of the month where you could use this on. And I made a few examples. Crafters, I have 10 cards. So the large die of the month this month is Monster Love Pop dies. You're going to get 2 monsters. And you can also bring in this cutie right here, Bob. There is this 3D element to make an interactive pop-up box. And Spellbinders has a step-by-step tutorial taught by Josie if you want to see how to do that. And a sped-up version also. I think it's Yana. So you can watch that on the Spellbinders YouTube channel. I did not make the box. I decided to use them as a 2D, which still fun anyway. So it just depends on how you want to do it. If you want to do little pop-up boxes. You get this little Cookie Monster looking one and then this guy right here. They both have a horn element. And their eyes are right here. You just cut this strip out in white, so you don't have to pop it back in. And the eyes does have this little element here and a little dot there. Here are the teeth on both hands. And right here, that's for his mouth. And there's also the sentiments, be mine, crazy for you. And the crazy for you has this great scallop label. You can use this scallop label with any other sentiment that you have too. There's also this little postage, which is the same shape as the Perfect Touch rectangles. And of course, I used it in this video. Here are my 3 cards based on the large die of the month. My little guy here in purple. My little cutie patootie here in a salmon color. And my little cutie patootie here with the stencil of the month. Isn't that fun? And the sentiment, love. I made all 10 cards, A2 cards this month. I could box them. So you could also substitute Bob. He's so cute. Bob. Bob. You could have a party with all 3 of them if you wish. You can make a little mini slimline, full slimline, make a scene card 5x7. So much fun and opportunity. Here is an example of the Monster Friends. So you see how you can keep on having fun with this? So these are great for youthful cards. Also just a card to make someone smile. Because the cuteness and Bob alone. You know, I just got tickled when I saw Bob. Susan. Never forgot it when I saw it with the kids a million years ago. But I think it's just so cute that he looks like that. He's just adorable. But Bob has a one big eye here. So then you could use the Monster Birthday and pop the eye there. I may do that. That would be adorable too. At first I was making mine Valentine, pink and then red. I just want to show you something, but I decided not to use him because it was too much. This one red looks like the devil. So if you have a need for something like you little devil, bring it back around for Halloween. I'm keeping it in craft stacks. Crafting sorting tray, which now has all sorts of fun accessories too with it. Even more ways to customize it and make your life easier for crafting and sorting and such. I'm going to break down each card separately because I have different products here, but I wanted to show you the fun you can have with the cutie patootie monsters and how they can look different on each card, and depending on the colors too that you choose, they'll look different. Clearly they'll look different. And you can incorporate Bob. I love Bob. He's just so adorable. Now, to preface this so I don't have to keep repeating this die set, on most of the cards here where I have a card base, if I say it's precision layering, that means that I'm using it to cut the card base. This one, I'm using a different foundation die, but for most of them, the foundation die I'm using is mostly precision layering A2 set A, and then some of them with the layers I'm going into set B. This is 2 sets of beautiful rectangle dies, 16 dies in each. I adore this set. I talk about it in all my steals and deals videos, especially when it goes on sale, because usually you can get it 2 for 1. Largest die in set A is your A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch. Then it comes on in 15 more times, Second set, the largest die is 1/8 of an inch shorter than an A2. When you go between the layers, you'll actually get 1/16 of an inch all the way around. Very tight layers, and you'll see it on some of my examples, but I don't want to keep pulling it out. For my card base, most of them I'm using precision layering A2A and sometimes B. Love, add it to your wish list if you don't own it already. It's a fabulous set. Plus, crafters, when you're working with a die set like this, a foundation die that you're using over and over again, this set is particularly good because when you run it through your die cut machine, especially one that you have pressure like your Platinum 6, Gemini, Empress, whichever, these dies really don't bend. They may get a little bend, but they're not doing the crazy bend. And a lot of other brands would have that happening with this, and then your A2 starts to distort because the die is bending too much. So that's another reason why I reach for this all the time. They cut very, very, very well. They stand up to the all the time, everyday use for all of my cards. Over and over. I've used this one countless. For this card, I'm coming in with Perfect Touch rectangles and tag dies. This is 7 dies. So in the center, there's this beautiful tag. Out here is your A2, and then it comes on in about 1/4 of an inch all the way in. Out here in black cardstock is where you're seeing that beautiful stitch detail, which is also on this beauty if you want to have it as like little stamps, or if you want to use it here to decorate this. But you can use this outside of all of this too. That'd be very cute to put a little sentiment in there or turn it into like a Valentine's stamp thing. But it's the same styling as this. Yay! And you could use it here too on the tag. Love! Which is already punched. So that's what I have here is Perfect Touch on the outside. This now is a fantastic die to add a little detail, but to use with another foundation die seamlessly. So it gives interest here, and then you still have interest here. It doesn't take away or fight with this. So I could have had it plain with precision layering. It would have been a plain edge, or coming into this detail. So these two are both winners. Add these to your wish list if you don't own them already. Fabulous. Just love, 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 love. One of my faves. This layer now comes into this beauty, which is the nested tree frame die. And the detail here, which is this circle scallop bubble fun, I love it so much, is 3.5 inch wide, 4.5 inch tall. It also has matting layers, which is what you're seeing here. A lot of my cards in this kit club is going to be black. I'm having fun with the black cardstock right now. Black on the outside. Silver here for that base, black again and black again. So there's 2 layers here. This is popped up off of this, and then this is popped up off of that. 1mm foam. See the low pop? It's not like super high. It's nice to have that. So in person, there is a little bit of height, but it's not crazy. For this layer, I'm using Treasured cardstock. This is an assorted cardstock specialty pack. 15 sheets, 5 styles, 3 sheets each. Glitter metallic, matte metallic, brush metallic, mirror, and pearl metallic. Here, I'm using the matte metallic. Pretty, right? So super pretty. There is silver, gold, and rose gold. These are all full sheets, 8.5 by 11 inch. I just keep the cheat sheets because it's easy to show you on video. For this layer right here with the heart detail, I'm using the 3D embossing folder of the month. Tiny heart scallops. Look how cute that is. I did emboss it in black. To add that contrast to the hearts, I came in with Simon Hurley's Lunar Paste in silver lining. I just rubbed it on, which brought those little dark hearts to life in silver. Isn't that cute? I went ahead and added a sheet of cardstock behind here so you can see the detail. So it's a scallop mini heart. If you've been a long-time Spellbinders follower, there is a larger set to this. The hearts are much bigger. It's the same scallop shape with the hearts. That has been a long retired product. I bought it a few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, or even longer. This one is called Tiny Heart Scallop. If this looks familiar to you, this is like the baby sister to it, but still so adorable because it has that movement and the hearts. The other one's going to be like this with the hearts, okay? Bigger, just everything is bigger, but it's still a great set. Can't buy it anymore though. Long retired. Speaking of something that's long retired, Spellbinders is having their clearance sale right now. I will put a link for the sale. Check it out. It's not an overwhelming sale, so you can look at every single thing. Get it before it disappears like the other set to this one, okay? If you see something that you want, especially if it's on your wish list, this is the time to get it because that means it's now going into super sale. Super clearance, time to go. Here's a little monster. There's his legs, his arms. He's so cute. You can do the arms up. You could do the arms down. I kept the arms down. You could do it out to the side. All sorts of fun and posing with this cutie patootie. You see how the eyes go? That long white piece is right here behind here. And then this little part pops out. You just pop it back in black or put black cardstock behind it. Here is, oh, I didn't put horns on this one, did I? I could have though, because there's horns here and horns here. I just kept him as a little fuzzy, cute little cotton ball in pink. And I wanted him to be this color of pink because I wanted the heart behind it in red. This is the heart. Notice the heart has a flat edge because it goes with this set. Let me show you a graphic here of what it will look like in a 3D form. But I decided to just have it behind here, lined up with the bottom of this. Okay, and you see the stitch detail too? You won't see it much here because of all the treatments and this black cardstock, but still fun, right? So super pretty. So this is Spellbinders Poppy Field with some ink blending, Dahlia ink blending, and here this is all black cardstock. I love the layers, and I think this piece just adds that contrast to make you see what's going on with the card. To finish it off, the sentiment comes from November's Kit Club. This is the clear stamp and die of the month, Confetti Wishes, which was the birthday, let's hear it for the boy kit club. I will link my video here. That kit club is now available to purchase a la carte. So you can take a look if you want to get some of the goodies. You could do the clear stamp only, but I always say if you're going to get the stamps and you want to get the coordinating die because it cuts around all the sentiments, clear stamp and die is your best bet. So I have Delivering Hugs and Kisses, which also still works for Valentine's and beyond. And that's what I put right here. I think the sentiment is perfect, stamped and heat embossed. Love. And you get all these fun sentiments too. Yay, your birthday. It's a really nice set and it stamps very well. Photopolymer stamps, okay? Alrighty, so that's card 1. A2, first A2. Now you're going to see more A2s. Let's go into the second card that I made because I had both monsters, but I wanted to keep them separate. So this one now features Bert. I'm going to call him Bert. Bob, Bert, and I don't know, Fuzzy. Yeah, I'm naming all my cards, okay? My little die cuts. Bert's in purple, and you could have had your Devil Bert too if you wish. I still think it's a bit much. You know, yeah. I looked at him, I was like, no, I can't use it. So for the back layer of the card, precision layering. See how it's nice and rounded when you cut with the die? For the second layer, I'm using Perfect Touch. So you see how 2 foundation dies are working? Actually, in this card, it's 3 foundation dies are working. Yay! Does it look any way? No, because they're not competing with each other. This is a great neutral one to use to add that texture, interest, but without being so over the top. That's why I love this one so much. Now I'm coming in 1 matting layer in. This cardstock is the brush metallic with the lines. See, it has little lines. So I think it's so fun, especially in person. I think it's great for like a boy's card with Bert. And you can change Bert to blue, but I already had Bob in blue. So that's why I decided to go this way. Bob, Bert, and Fuzzy. It's just adorable. Now for these 2 layers, I'm coming in with a Throwback Faves die. So I'll link the Throwback Faves collection below. Normally I'm using Labels 36, but this is Deckled Rectangles Large. 5 dies in this. They're not very big. The largest die in here is 3 by about 4 inches. I'm using this layer and then this layer. I have here Spellbinders Plum cardstock, and this is Lunar Gray. And what I did was bring in some splatter white. Still loving my splatter white. I did my little splatter in a diagonal style. You see how it's kind of going like this? Yeah, I'm having more fun with it. If you apply enough water, you can get more control in the way that your splatter goes on. Learn that the hard way. I had splattered this and this. Now, you see that little heart detail? That's coming in with the 2D embossing folder of the month. Heart Swag. Both of them are 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. 3D embossing folder, you'll use the universal plate system. This one, just run it through your die cut machine. Look at all the beautiful swags held together by a heart. It's a very pretty embossing folder. I love this styling. So beautiful. And here I'm using Crazy for You And I added some silver metallic pigment ink right here above the sentiment so you can read Crazy for You. I decided not to use a scallop. I just kept this part of the sentiment. And card is done. I could have added that tongue detail, but I think it would have taken away from it to add like a red tongue. It would have been too much. So I tried it, but you can do it like this too, where his mouth is just open, happy, looking like a cutie patootie. Now here is card 3. Layers 1 and 2 and 3, all precision layering. Right here is your A2, the black layer. See how it's coming in? So I think this could either be from set A or set B, but you see this tight layering right here? That's when you play between one and the other. One from A, one from B, and then you get 1/16 of an inch here. Now for layer 3, it has some treatments on it. First treatment is the stencil of the month, two-way heart stencil. This is a 5-count stencil with different styles. I'll show you a graphic here of what you can get out of it. I'm using the heart detail. There's also like a diamond detail. I started off with pink sand cardstock, came on with some Altenew Fresh Dye ink in a darker pink and a lighter pink, but then it wasn't giving me the pop. Through this small heart stencil, I came on with Tim Holtz Distress Texture Paste in Sparkle. This is a translucent gloss paste, so I just spread it on with a Nouveau palette, I guess, or spreader. Really, really easy. Just came on like butter. Then afterwards, I immediately washed the stencil, a little bit of warm water and soap, and all is well. After this dried, I then decided to come in with a new product by Spellbinders. This is called the 3-in-1 Notched Corner Punch. The smallest punch here, 1/4 of an inch punch, 1/2 inch, which is what you're seeing here, and 3/4 of an inch. All you do is put in the card like so, straight in, just like a regular punch, and pop it down like this, and then it pops out. So I did a reverse stub. That's what this is, like a ticket. Isn't that fun? This is great because it has a small footprint, lightweight. So this is another punch from Spellbinders. You can definitely carry this to a crop and have fun with something like that. So there is a corner rounder, there is a banner one, like a fishtail banner, and then there's a tag one, and now that one. So I'll put a link for their punches below if you want to see. Then here, I finally used this die. I purchased this a while back. It is perfect for this kit club, also going into all your Valentine's crafting and more. This is called Essential Hearts. This is a 6-count die set. Largest heart in here is 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. I believe I used this third one coming in a pink cardstock from my stash, like a darker pink, coming back to that one. And I put my little monster, so the monster fits perfectly in here too. Notice the hands are up this time, like hugging. Down here, it's down because he was at the bottom. This is a fun kit club to play, and you can also craft cards with your kids. I should have had Gina craft with me with this one because she would have loved this. You may see this again because this is adorable. The gray fuzzy is all Spellbinders. Fog cardstock, lunar gray, and graphite to get this colorway to make him more masculine. I think it works well as a nice contrast to all this pink. I did bring in that splash of black just to break up the pink, and then I brought in another shade of light pink cardstock here for the base. And then here I have some silver mixed gems, the crystal part. I did pop him up here. So here he is with horns, here he is without horns. 3 cards from the large die of the month, I know. And none of them are 5 by 7. Isn't that funny? So that's the stencil of the month. Love that. And then here is the sentiment, Crazy for You, with the scallop detail. And then this is popped up here with the Crazy for You. So isn't this cute too? So that's another card. I'm loving how the punch adds that detail. Even with this texture paste, it cut through very clean, right? Loving that punch. 3-in-1 notch punch. All right, crafters. So that's it for the large die of the month. 3 cards. Alrighty, now let's go into the small die of the month. Completely different style. The small die of the month, which is Blooming Hello dies. For the foundation, it's only precision layering A2, set A. Largest die again, coming on in about here for that one. See the spacing? See how I did the 1/4 inch all the way around? So this will have a different spacing if you get one set. If your budget is tight, only get set A. Put set B in your wish list and eventually get it because they really do play very well together. So this is now 2 layers of this emerald green cardstock from my stash. And notice I'm saying emerald green. Yeah, I'm still feeling the whole Wicked movie feel with the pinks and the greens and a splash of gold. Yellow Brick Road. I know. So on day one of the advent calendar, there was a little hot air balloon. I was having fun with the whole Wicked thing. You may see this again. I'm loving the whole emerald greeny fun thing. And look at the gold leaves. These gold leaves, it's not from the treasured cardstock. It's now brush gold cardstock because that has a more luxurious luster feel. And I think it works so well with Spellbinders Pink Sand and Dahlia. Love. So you get this big H. The H measures 3¼ by 3½. And this has a foliage base with a letter. So just like Spellbinders dies with the foliage frame, this is a foliage frame with a letter. And I'm loving this too. This makes for easy crafting. You can prep a lot of this and just have it waiting in your craft stacks. And then this part here for the hello. So this detail you're seeing is the same cardstock here, but I came on with a gold metallic pigment ink and pounced on that little splotchy antique look. It's just pouncing with a little mini pouncer, like a picket fence pouncer, but a small one. Bing, 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 like this. You get this flower, you get that flower. I didn't use this one. I used 2 of this and then these little ones. I didn't even use this one. And I also use this little bud right here. So there's lots of florals that you can mix, match, play. Leaves. And this is what I cut with the brush gold. And then I finished it off with the gold gems, the solid part of the gold mixed gems. And here is the rest of the hello. So it's H and you have to cut it twice. For the L, this is all stitched together, so I have another set of this, but you have to cut it twice because of 2 L's. But it's so pretty. Blooming Hello dies. Gorgeous. And if you have a friend who has a name like Heather, you could take this out and then just have this as a monogram, or somebody whose last name like me, Hugh. That could be great for a monogram if you don't want to use this part. Have fun. Play, play, play. And Spellbinders also has some alphabet dies too that you could change this out too. In about the same sizing as well. So pretty, right? So this is based off of Wicked. I only made 1. I was having too much fun with the monsters, but I had fun here too. But you see how it's completely different. So there's lots of opportunity in this kit club for fun. More pretty fun. This now is the stitch die of the month. So you see how we're now going away from the cutesy monsters into elegant, gorgeous, beautiful cards. Josie, loving the monsters, clearly, and loving all the pretty here. So clap, 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 and 2 thumbs up for fun. Is a self-contained card. And here we are again with the perfect touch detail. If I used it, which I did not use it, I only used this part. You can use this outside of the stitch dies. This detail is a great add-on to this set if you want to bring it in and mix it. Yeah. You see how you're seeing the same reverse U-shaped edging? I'm loving, 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 loving. 5¼ by 4 inches. So this is 1/4 of an inch shorter than an A2. So you could have here and then bring this in, have this detail or anything else and change up the card completely. This is that same reverse stub like what you saw here. Fun, 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 and more fun. This is the Stitch Notch Corner Card die. My card base and this layer is all black cardstock. Again, precision layering for the outer edge. That's why you're seeing the nice rounded edges up here. Not rounded like curved, but just rounded because of the die. This is actually using cardstock to pop up. I cut this 3 times with black 110-pound cardstock, stitched it through, so it was very easy to go pulling taunt. If you want to see how I stitch on cardstock, I will link my Stitchmas tutorial video here so you can see how I pull taunt. That would be the day 1 video with the snowmen, okay? If you make the cardstock thicker, it's very easy when you're learning. So this is 3 layers, came in with some DMC floss in pink, and I also did some back stitch here because you get this area. You also get here. So super pretty. The premise of this is love you. So the love goes out here, L-O-V-E, and then the U inside here with this foliage frame, and then you do it as a reflection. So 1 down here, 1 up here with the sentiment in the middle. These are the flowers to put in here, but I changed it up because I just wanted to use roses. For my roses, I'm coming in with the 4-petal thank you floral dies. I have been using this one lately. She's a oldie, but clearly a goodie. Foliage frame again with florals, all sorts of florals. I didn't go with the big flower. I could have done that too. Anything can be here in that center, but I wanted to use the roses, 4 of them in this spot to replace this. That's what I did with this. A large rose and a small rose. Large, 3 small. And then did the reflection. Here I'm using Spellbinders Peridot cardstock. Came on with some ink blending, pink sand, and wild berry. Wild berry has been retired at Spellbinders, so now I'm in the hoarding phase. I'm cutting little bits of it. So it's a bit here, covered up and then popped up. Now for the Love You, which is interesting. I was thinking of using the rose gold because this with the roses, I was thinking rose gold, pretty. But when I had cut the cardstock, it was laying flat. So what I came in with, crafters, and I'm going to bring my craft stacks in here with Bob and Bert. Actually, I was thinking of silver first, and it just wasn't looking great. See how flat it is? So what I came in with is Spellbinders pop-up glitter foam in rose gold, which has pink sparkles. You see the difference? Yay! This is fabulous, gorgeous. I love their white pop-up glitter foam. That's the one I normally show you. I use it for scenes. You can use your ProShares and just cut them and just make scenes and slopes. Great for winter crafting. But there's also more colors. This is a great one. So I'll just put a general link for their pop-up glitter foam. And this works very well if you want to create something like this. This could have also been white cardstock, but I'm loving the drama of the black. I think a lot of you will love it too, because when I saw this and then when I cut it out, because this die cuts very well, look how clean that is. These letters are tiny. You see how tiny that is? Look how clean that is. And it's foam. That's why the Spellbinders pop-up glitter foam is so fabulous, because it does cut well. So now it has a natural rise and it's not looking so flat, because this is high because I have 3 layers. So what I'm trying to do is basically level it off. And I think it adds detail and pop, but not a ton of pop. This can still fit into an A2 envelope and be fine. Yeah, having fun. So this is a great one right here. I'm loving the 2-for-1 in this. Use this outside of stitching. Then this is easy stitching. Floral thank you. This die set has been going on super sale, so you might want to put it in your wish list, okay? It's a fabulous one. So that's my stitch card. Up next, Better Press. Not a lot of product here, but I'm going to bring back precision layering because this is now using the 2 largest dies from A and B. So from set A, that's your A2. That's in black cardstock. Set B, for the Better Press image, I'm using the largest die in set B. 1/8 of an inch shorter, which gives you 1/16 of an inch on all 4 sides. Tight layers. And I could have kept on going in with layers. If you love to make 4 or 5 layers coming in, that's the die set for you. One of these days, fingers crossed, there's going to be a precision layering A7. I would love a 5x7 of that same 16 dies coming all the way in. Yes, then all my cards would be 5x7 for a while. Because I would love that. All right, so this is called the Friendship Lace Press Plate. Look how pretty this is. The more heavier side is to the top, and you see the flower facing up and then coming around. Because if I did it the other way, that's how the card would look. Your sentiment would be to the left. You could do it. There are 2 sentiments in here. No coordinating die. I'm having a moment with it and now I'm letting it go. You know, I would love to have had a coordinating die with this. If I had a coordinating die with this, this would have been centered better. Kind of turned out to be down here. I'm making it work. You're the friend everyone wishes for. This is a great friendship card. Finished it off with some Silver Mixed Gems, the crystal part. Now for here, my ombre effect. I used Altenew Fresh Dye ink in a pink palette. And Altenew Fresh Dye ink, 4 colors in a gradient. That's what I'm using here. I'm only using 3 out of the gradient. Probably should have used 4 because this and this is looking the same. This is lighter than here, and then down here is very dark. I think it's still very pretty. So super pretty. So this is the Better Press of the month. And yes, I pressed it out. Porcelain cotton card. Black Better Press ink here and Altenew Fresh Dye ink, and you can just feel it. This is such a pretty card. Loving. A2. Fun, fun, fun. So that's the better press of the month. Up next, Glimmer of the month. Friendship is Everything hot foil plate. This one you're seeing 3 layers of precision layering happening here. Largest one from set A, skipped one over, and then that's from set B. This is back to set A. You see the 1/16th happening again? Tight layers. Yay. But you see how because I have so many dies to pick from, you see that I can do a bigger layer too. Mix, match, and play with that set. 2 thumbs up times 10. It's such a fabulous set. I glimmered this on Hammermill cardstock with matte gold hot foil roll. That's what it would look like. See how pretty it is? Came on again, all to new, fresh dye ink, and did some ombre ink blending. This one is in the pinks. This one is in the coral pinks. Keeping up that Valentine's feel, just different colorway. And this one is Your Friendship is Everything to Me. So you can also do your Galentine cards here as well. This is a nice large floral image. I could have also glimmered it and then colored it in with some Olo markers or some Copic markers. 5 3/4 by 3 inches. Cut off that edge and that edge, but it's still working right there. And then I did the ink blending, left this part white. The sentiments, Your Friendship is Everything to Me and Forever Yours. This is Hammermill cardstock with espresso hot foil roll. So this is brown, not black. I thought the brown would have worked well here. And comes with a coordinating die. So I can use these two everywhere outside of this. And there's also an edging too, if I wanted to cut this out and have a different layer here. Finished off with the satin gold confetti. Isn't that pretty here? Working with this matte gold foil. It's a very pretty confetti set. Up next, crafters, my last set of cards. This one is a combination of the clear stamp and die of the month and the wax seal of the month. It's called Scalloped Hearts. You can use 3 to 4 beads. In one of my examples, I used 5, so it's a huge wax seal. But this is a beauty right here. See the scallop frame and then the pretty little heart. Very, very pretty, delicate wax seal. Now the clear stamp and die is Forever Yours. Photopolymer stamp. You can get the clear stamp alone by itself, but if you're going to subscribe to this club, suits you to get the clear stamp and die for a few dollars more. The coordinating die is fabulous and it goes around all the sentiments this month. Sometimes it'll be an image. So you're getting the alphabet here with an open space. That open space is I love you, which is I, and then the heart, and then the U here from the alphabet. So pretty. And then you have all of these little ones. These little beauties can stamp in here if you want to use it for like a stamp now to go with your monsters, etc. You see? Fun. So that little beauty, and you could also use a little heart too. So there's fun here with the clear stamp coming back into the large die of the month. And then you get all these sentiments which have coordinating dies. Let me show you my first example with the I love you and how it works. This is without a wax seal. Precision layering for a black card base. Heat emboss. Did not even use a coordinating die here. I used it here. I stamped out the alphabet in the left here, and then I stamped also Thinking of You Makes My Heart Skip a Beat. To get it straight, I am using my Misty, my stamping tool. I used anti-static powder, clear embossing ink, and white detail embossing powder. Then I came in with white cardstock and a red embossing powder for the I love you. I thought the pop would have been nice. So it's the alphabet, I love you, and then Thinking of You Makes My Heart Skip a Beat. It was looking a little plain, so I came in with some twine. This twine, which is behaving so perfectly for me. If you are like, oh, Suzanne, look how it's tied and it's so nice. You did a great job. With the help of Lawn Fawn. Lawn Fawn's twine like this is a little bit stiffer, so it takes to shape like this very well. Keep that in mind. I'll put a link for it below in other supplies. If you have issues tying twine and you're like, it never looks great, Lawn Fawn will help you with that, okay? So that's what you're seeing here. And you can kind of train it too. See how it's holding? It's like cord and twine mixed together. So this is the red and white. I think this is fabulous. Not a lot of height either. I did pop this up off the base with 2mm black foam. That's why you can't see anything in here. But isn't this fun? Love, love, love. So that's card 1 with the clear stamp. Yay! Card number 2 features the wax seal of the month. I think this wax bead is cherry apple. I'll put the proper name here. This is using 3 to 4 wax beads. Look how pretty that is. And here I'm using some Vivant ribbon. You see how it's a little bit softer? And I did wrap it around, popped it up again. Using 2 layers of precision layering again, black card base, and I pressed this out. This is from the Love on the Rocks collection. You'll see a video coming this week for this beautiful collection by Josie. It's only 3 items, but I've been just having too much fun with that one too. This is called My Heart Beats for You press plate. So super pretty. This is 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and I pressed it out. Porcelain cotton card, black better press ink. You do see a heart here. That's why I put the heart here on top of it. But there is a heart, and you get this little heart die, 2 sentiments in here for that. But I covered it with the wax seal and wrapped this around and tied it. I have these 2 layers as a neutral and my pop of red with the wax seal. So super pretty. I did not put a sentiment here. Why didn't I put a sentiment? I'll show this again, crafters, when I go into this video. Love on the Rocks. I just realized I didn't put a sentiment. You know, maybe I won't put a sentiment. Sometimes I don't like putting sentiments on cards. This might be one of them, actually. Or I'll put something right here. Okay? So you'll see this one again. But super pretty with the wax seal. All right, next. That's too funny. This is the last card, crafters. This is featuring, again, precision layering for the card base. Here, this is Advent Calendar Day 15, Day 5 on the black card base. I will link my video here if you want to watch Day 15. I'm not going to go into it because you'd have to have the Advent Calendar to produce this part. That's why I didn't bring it. But you can watch the video if you want to see more. The Advent Calendar is still available. So is the 12 Days of Stitchmas. So there's still some left if you want to get that, okay? I will put a link for it below if you wanted to catch in on the Advent Calendar. Because the Advent Calendar goes into 2025. The 12 Days of Stitchmas, you could be stitching ornaments for your tree next year. Or maybe now. And then still put ornaments on your tree. Have fun. Make banners and stuff. Here is the wax seal of the month. Again, with that same cherry wax bead mixed in with the pearl white wax bead. It will look different, solid, more of a marble. This one is 5 beads. That's why it's so big. This is more 3 or 4 beads, okay? But still, uber pretty. It does fit this open space perfectly. I do have 2 other items on this card. Also from the Love on the Rocks collection. Valentine Happy Hour Sentiments press plate. You can press or glimmer and die cut it once. Same thing with this one and with the Better Press of the Month. You can glimmer that too. All these press plates can glimmer, okay? I think I forgot to mention that. So I pressed this out. Porcelain cotton card, black Better Press ink. I'm going through a purist moment right now where I want to press with Better Press. Look how gorgeous that is. Cheers to us on Valentine's. So this is a Valentine card. Underneath my wax seal, I'm coming with another version of twine. This is the seal twine die. So if you don't have luck, you're like me where sometimes it works out great and other times it's like, no, it's just not working. It doesn't look right. Bring the die in. Here you can customize your colors too from any color cardstock. So you would cut this twice. That center is right here underneath. Just layer them up. Wrap it around your cardstock. 0 cracking. Even when you use specialty cardstock, no cracking. Glitter cardstock, no cracking. This die is just magic. I love seal twine. You have this option or this option. Okay, crafters. So in summary, here are all my cards. A lot of black, a lot of cute monsters, a lot of pretty, and then yes, you can glimmer this as well. Let's not forget, if you get the Caboodle bonus, you'll also get Bob. I love Bob. Bob can be anywhere. Bob can be anywhere, just having fun. I love this little die so much. And the die cutting is my superpower tote bag. What a gorgeous tote bag. And if you have your lilac shimmer die cutting machine, oh, that bag is just 2 thumbs up. Josie, another fabulous kit club. Even though this is the December Kit Club, it is certainly preparing us for all the fabulous January crafting. I love this kit club. It's comprehensive in that it fits a lot of needs. Still more fun with the kids card. Adding on to last month's, let's hear it for the boy, cuteness. cards, and then pretty. For crafters who love all the pretty, it's still in here. Love. And then over here, you never know when you're going to need something like this. So if you get the Deluxe Caboodle, you'll still have opportunity for fun and play. And look at the foundation dies at work, not stealing the show from all the pretty. So kudos to precision layering and perfect touch. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Don't forget to check out that clearance sale. It is ending. This is now the extra day. Maybe there will be another. We'll see. Check that out. Also, crafters, come back to my channel for the next Advent day. I think my December 16th is going to be now 17. I'll do 2 videos tomorrow. I also have Love on the Rocks and the Felt Stitch and Create. Okay, crafters, I have a lot of things to do, along with Christmas stuff. Alrighty, crafters, on to the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. I hope you are enjoying all your crafting. I apologize again for this video being a little bit late, but you still have time to subscribe to any of these clubs. You have until the 27th, and fingers crossed that this does not take me 10 hours to edit on my wonderful computer that the Apple Store told me it's time. You got to get a new one. Anyway, I'll talk about that another time because it starts to get me sad. All right, crafters, on to the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.